competitive advantage. Okay, now how different department now contribute in the competitive advantage. There are number of departments that we are having. So the better the departments are performing, the better you will have competitiveness over your competitor. You see, the entire discussion revolves this one word, competitive advantage. So we have discussed the Porter's 5 forces model and value chain analysis, that all these activities are to be performed for gaining the competitive advantage. So you need to understand first the industry situation, like 5 forces, how they are operating, what is the level of competitiveness, and then you have to follow the primary and secondary activity in such a way that it generates the competitive advantage. Now how each department is contributing: cost advantage and quality advantage, two main criterias. So sourcing cheaper materials, bulk discounts, centralized buying will give you cost advantage. In purchasing department, what they can do, they can go for the material. If they buy the material at a lower cost, cheaper material does not means they are buying lower quality material, means at a cheaper rate, right? So with more discounts, and so it will give you cost advantage. And how the quality: sourcing high quality material and employing expert buyer, right? So now it's up to you whether you're going for the cost or whether you're going for the quality. So in short, if the purchasing department is well efficient or efficient enough, they buy a quality product, quality raw material at a lower cost, ultimately it will be a competitive advantage over the competitors. Similarly, production, again the 2 points, the quality advantage and the cost advantage. How? Cost advantage means if there is a mass production, as I told you earlier, the higher scale you are operating at, the lower will be your per unit cost. So if production of department is operating at a large scale, so it will reduce your cost per unit. Standardization is there, right? All the products are standardized. Employing workers just above the minimum wage. You see, this is very important. If you are employing the worker at above the minimum age, so their motivation and their loyalty will be with you, right? And they will not keep on switching from your firm to another firm. And when the higher the turnover, the higher the employees turnover, the higher is the cost. So we usually think that we need to have the labor at a cheaper rate, but you have to also understand that if you are paying less to than your competitors, so your labor or your employee may switch to other firms as well, because they are also we can say independent for taking their decisions. They may be inclined to go and switch the other organization. Similarly, keep the stock level low. So why low? Because the higher the stock you keep with yourself, the more you need a warehousing, the more people you need to manage it, the more loaders and unloaders, and all that will increase your cost. So as the stock comes to you, that must be sold out, right? That must be given to the distribution channel, and the process should be quick and fast. That is why we have the system of just in time. Just in time means as you need the raw material, it arrives on the same day, products are manufactured, and then it delivers to the same day to the distribution channels as well. So this will reduce your cost. Similarly, quality advantage means using better quality material, more quality control procedures like total quality management systems, right? Employing high skilled staff, flexible manufacturing system, use of technology for consistency and ongoing training. So when you can have these kind of things in your production department, so that will generate your competitive advantage. So you can go for the cost advantage and the quality advantages. So you have to see where your firm is operating, at cost advantage or quality advantage. Similarly, for marketing, cost advantages, word of mouth promotion, and sell direct to cut the distribution channel. Direct means online selling, right? And less distribution channel, or either own the distribution channel. So you are selling directly to the customer, there is no middleman involved. And quality advantage means marketing research can help tailor the product to the meet the customer need. The better the marketing research people are performing, so they will find the niche of the market and exact need of the market customers, and you can produce, the production department will produce the same product what customer needs. So then there will be what there will be more satisfied customer, and your customer will increase. Similarly, large promotional budget, you spend a lot of money for promotions, sponsorships, perceived high quality pricing, and brand development. So you can spend a lot of money on these things for quality imaging, right, creating a quality image. Similarly, services, cost advantage means outsourcing, low paid staff. You can outsource the service, or you can have low paid staff for providing the after sale services, etc. And for quality, you can go outsourcing and high skilled staff. So you see, the entire phenomena is either you will go for the cost advantage or the quality advantage, but the better the organization is, which is also looking for the both at the same time, striking the balance between the two, right? So if you go for the cost advantage, you may lose the quality advantage, and if you go for the quality advantage, then your cost might increases. So you have to see that which department is operating at which kind of advantage, so that then you can make the plans accordingly. Okay, TRE Limited is a company that buys, cleans, and then sells vegetables, right? This is what they do basically. It has recently introduced a new automated inventory system that allow the management to identify older inventory quickly. You see, it's all about again an inventory. This will allow the company to reduce its currently high level of wastage. Now, which activity within a TRE value chain is the new system improved? Operations? No, there is no operation, right? There is nothing discussed about the operation. Only inventory in and out is discussed, right? Outbound is not, because it's not the finished good. They are not talking about the finished good. There is nothing about the procurement. So it's all about the inbound logistic.